world's worst crimes against humanity like wars, human rights violations, and environmental pollution were committed and are still being committed in the name of national interest. To what extent it is true, please discuss. ये एक ऐसे की शक्ल में है। पहले तो जब ऐसे आपके सामने आता है तो आपने कंप्रीहेंड करना है व्हाट इज द एसेंशियल एलिमेंट एंड व्हाट इज बीइंग आस्क्ड और व्हाट इज बीइंग डिस्कस्ड, व्हाट इज द क्रक्स ऑफ द मैटर, व्हाट इज द इनसाइड स्टोरी। अब इसको डाइसेक्ट करें कि इसमें इसके कितने एरियाज हैं। हम बात कर रहे हैं कि दुनिया के जो वर्स्ट क्राइम्स हैं वो अगेंस्ट ह्यूमैनिटी यानी कि वॉर्स। आप देखें कि जब जंगें होती हैं तो इनोसेंट लाइफ जो है वो भी उसका निशाना बनती हैं। ह्यूमन राइट वायलेशंस होती हैं, वो राइट्स जो कि यूनाइटेड नेशंस ने दिए हुए हैं। यू हैव टू रिस्पेक्ट द पीपल हु आर नॉट फाइटिंग विद यू। इवन अगर जिनसे आप जंग भी कर रहे हैं अगर वो सरेंडर कर देते हैं तो यू आर नॉट सपोज टू किल देम। दूसरा मसला चला हुआ है आजकल एनवायरमेंटल पोल्यूशन। ये भी इंसानों की ज़िंदगी को बहुत मुतासर कर रहा है। ग्लोबल वार्मिंग की शक्ल में है। ग्लोबल वार्मिंग के बाद जो उसके इम्पैक्ट्स क्रिएट हुए हैं, टॉरेंशियल रेन्स हैं, कहीं फ्लड्स आए हुए हैं, कहीं फैमिन्स हैं ऑन अकाउंट ऑफ ड्राउट लाइक सिचुएशन। और फिर जो आर्कटिक और एंटार्कटिक आइस शीट की मेल्टिंग की वजह से और ग्लेशियर्स की मेल्टिंग की वजह से सी राइज हो रहा है। और अकॉर्डिंग टू वन एनालिसिस के टुवर्ड्स द एंड ऑफ दिस सेंचुरी अगर इसी स्पीड से आइस मेल्ट होती रही तो समंदर का जो लेवल है वो 39 इंचेस राइज कर जाएगा। 39 इंचेस मीन्स कि जो जजीरे particularly the coral reefs, deltaic regions of the world, they will be inundated. They will be submerged underwater. It means we are going to lose the human habitat or abode, and that will result in the huge migration of human beings. So that is going to create a lot of havoc if the things have not been changed. फिर ये जो countries हैं जो कि CO2 emitters हैं which are responsible for this global warming और पर्टिकुलरली फॉसिल फ्यूल्स बनने की वजह से जो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड और मीथेन की मिकदार बढ़ती है, तो हम देख रहे हैं कि दुनिया के 3 बड़े एमिटर्स हैं। सबसे बड़ा एमिटर जो है CO2 का वो चाइना है, दूसरे नंबर पर यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स है और तीसरे पर इंडिया है। एंड इंसिडेंटली दे आर द लार्जेस्ट प्रोड्यूसर ऑफ कोल एज वेल, एंड द कोल इज द largest contributor as regard this CO2 emission is concerned. So it means these 3 countries are in nutshell responsible for creating global warming in the world, and the thing is known to them, and there are so many institutions which are quite active and which are putting pressure and they are raising voice against the burning of the fossil fuels, particularly the coal. On account of that pressure and the contribution by the intellectuals, you have seen that there have been Kyoto Protocol in Japan, and in which it was advised not to burn coal in future. Then there was Paris Climate Deal. Again, it was advised that these countries should refrain from burning coal. We were discussing the largest emitters of CO2, China, number 2 United States, and number 3 India. And since they produce coal indigenously, locally produced coal, it is competitive for them, and it is a source of cheap production of manufactured goods if they get energy from the source, this source I mean the coal, since it's a locally produced commodity. Therefore, despite so many advisory points in all these protocols and conferences, they are reluctant in dispensing with this important source of energy. That's why I believe a major threat to we people is the global warming or the climate change. Even I believe that nuclear war is not a threat. Though Noam Chomsky says the largest threat the world is going to face is the nuclear war, because this war can erupt at any time and it will be extremely disastrous, because the bomb which was used or dropped at Hiroshima, that was of very low power or devastating capacity. But the bombs which have been developed nowadays, They are 1,000 times more powerful than that bomb. Therefore, even a single bomb that can create a lot of catastrophe and calamity in the world. Therefore, any error or any mistake in evaluating the enemy's mindset can trigger or a chain reaction which ultimately could result in the human annihilation. All things will be razed to the ground. All investments and all infrastructure which have been built up till now, that will be totally razed from the surface. And that is the point. That's why I generally believe is the TNC, transnational corporations who have invested trillions of dollars in these big countries. They will not support or they will not encourage. Rather, they have the power to stop the world from entering into atomic war. Even right now, if Pakistan and India they refrain from going for escalation as far as this February incident was concerned. The reason was why international pressure on India and Pakistan? Please stop the things over here because you are nuclear powers. That's why I consider this global warming a major threat because the measures which we are supposed to take to curb this menace, we are not taking it properly. We are not serious about it. And when there is a crisis of intention, things are very difficult to materialize and realize. And since crisis of intention and willingness exists there, therefore I think this is a major problem and major threat to the world. That is the climate change. Why we are doing that? Why we are not putting an end to the use of coal? Because of the national interest. Because the use of the coal is in our national interest. It means we are least bothered about the humanity. We are polluting the air, and polluted air is creating so many diseases world around. We are least bothered about that, but we are most concerned and conscious about making use of the cheaper products by making use of indigenously produced coal. It means national interest is superior than humanity.